how about now? Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why it said device not found earlier. Thank you for letting me know, because that would have been embarrassing. Hello, everybody. Jeffy, Toon, Hero. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, OBS bullshit is pretty accurate. So, as I was saying, I am also AP Jeffy. That was pretty much what I was going to go with. Like, it's definitely a good idea to start a difficult puzzle game when I'm in this state, but, you know, we'll see how it happens. Yeah, exhausted from SGDQ. This week at work didn't help any. The air quality has been awful, which means that my poor lungs hate me. It's been a week. But we're here now. And I suppose let's get going. Come on, controller. Thank you. Oh, give them whatever they want. They have your best interest in mind. Alright. Car. It's locked. I mean, this is how you unlock your car, right? Apparently not. This menu kind of makes me think about, it kind of reminds me of, like, No More Heroes. Okay, we're doing a text adventure now. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. Save this instruction booklet for future reference. 2014, Simogo AB. The symbol is your guarantee that Simogo has developed this product and as such meets our standards for great workmanship quality and artistic value. Hey, Tangy. Before playing, what really happened at this old hotel? Who are you? Who are the other visitors? The goal of this game is to find the truth. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment with pen and paper at hand. Oh no. This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, Roman numerals, Arabic numbers, and other such-like concepts. Parts of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. Well, I may have to get up and grab some pen and paper here real quick. Controlling the game. This game uses contextual controls, of which only the most common scenarios are outlined. Directional input. The player character walks in the direction pressed. If the player character has enough caffeine in her blood, she will instead run. Alright. Also used for various selections and menus and highlighting objects when a zoomed-in perspective or in an object. Directional input is also used to control the glass cursor while viewing maps once found. Buttons. When pressing any button near the end, I'm not going to read all of this. Not in proximity of anything, pressing the button will allow you to introspect. The introspection screen allows you to view various information. Amount of various information player. You can also read how much of the truth has been recovered. 100% truth recovery is not needed to complete the game. Okay, we don't need to know the whole truth, but we probably do need to know nothing but the truth. I mean, that actually would be really helpful, Hero, because I often hate having to, like, take my hand off the mouse to take notes or whatever. I'm using a controller, obviously, because that seems to be the best way to play it, but... Okay, you have photographic memory, so I apparently don't need to write down, like, notes and things. Okay, so you have, like, a quest log in the mental notes. A bite size, okay. Okay, not autosaves. That's interesting. Should the game end, you will have to restart from your latest save. That's ominous. It's recommended to save your game before loading. Are there meta save files? Am I going to be finding, like, save states that I have to load in-game? You can also use computers to find valuable information statistics about... Okay. American dollars. That is important. Okay, so... Not required. Bolted shortcuts. Okay. Listen very carefully if a person wearing an owl mask speaks. I mean, you should just always listen to owls in general. Owls will never lie to you or mislead you. If a revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. That's one way to put it, I guess. Okay, we've got some Danganronpa blood going. Okay, so we definitely have a date puzzle going on here. Hey, egrets. The mother goose of all birds. All right. Transcend the limitation of art for humans. Well, yeah, you can make an art for birds. Okay, so yeah, you can just control this with one hand. That's interesting. Love a good creepy waltz coming from my car radio. That moment in a puzzle game where you're not sure if you're supposed to, like, listen to the entire thing or if this is just cosmetic. Yeah, definitely not Lexus. Legally distinct Lexus. Uh-huh. Just playing random music. Enjoy your loot, Luca. Oop. All right. Of course it won't start. You're gonna make me... Alright. Hey, S-Grunt. Yeah, We'll see if I can muster that today. Hot. But yes, I will be right back, since it seems this game very much wants you to take notes, and I'm not going to make the mistake I always do of being like, I'll take notes later. So yeah, let me go grab a pad. I'm back. Alright. Pad of paper acquired. And the pen works. Memory recovered. That's an interesting way to put it. This has been erected by the National Heritage Board. It's maintained by the Augenwaldburg Resident Association. The Iwoodsville, basically. The Augenwaldburg Forest and surrounding areas were given status as a national park in 1958. Camping and lighting fires are strictly prohibited within the park at all times. Alright, we've got trees. Wildcats, badgers, bats, deer, and wild boars. The forest is Central Europe's largest colony of boreal owls. Hell yeah. This built a home for the blind, after which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. Alright. You know, we've already got a lot of references to eyes. Wow. Why would you do that, hero? Okay, so there's a mausoleum that may or may not contain a corpse. Okay, we've got a map. You are here. There's an arrow there. So... Alright, why is it measuring my temperature and stress level? And my bladder? Okay, so I do have both of these. Not a whole lot of personal history. Meet him at the hotel. Okay. Has started to crack. LC logo on one side and serial number. God, I hope that's not important. Lily Christine, or LC or short, was an Eastern European car model from Traum Automobilwerk. Its bodywork was made entirely of plastic, making it exceptionally cheap to produce. Its keys were similarly made of plastic and accordingly easily snapped in the ignition. Alright, so the crack makes sense now. After Traum Automobilwerk collapsed, the corporation was confirmed to have been involved in a network of corporations that produce systems and components for materializing spectral information. Alright, we've got a ghost car. I don't know what I expected with loading this game up, but an info dump on tampons was not one of them. Apparently non-American tampons. And we're getting information about the moon cycles. Things continue to be ominous. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is giving me some big Suda 51 energy. Alright, surely the tampons will open this gate. Damn. Alright, well, there was the arrow here. Aha. An American dollar. Lorenzo the Great. Okay. That's what I'm wondering, Egrets. Is $1 a ticket? No. So what? The big... Bigly... That looks like it's writing, but I can't tell. Instructions did mention something about zooming in, I think. Okay. Control the cursor while viewing maps, but it doesn't say anything about otherwise. I mean, I am wearing sunglasses, so it's possible I've got laser eyes behind those. Doing like a Cyclops thing. Well, I'm going to work off the assumption... Take a screenshot, but work off the assumption that I'm not supposed to have to lean in. Bigly... I guess... Sure. I'll write down what I think it is. Looks like B-I-G-L-I-E? Big Lie... P-R-I? Which... It was talking about, like, truths earlier. Dog. Oh, hey. Good boy. Or girl. Good dog. What's that, Egrets? Our mystery starts in previous correspondence. Find the year. Okay. Yuppie Psycho. Why does that name sound familiar? Alright, so... so it's 1963. Hooray! I've solved the puzzle! Games. Hey, well... Okay. Surely I can use $1 as a game, right? Alright, seems to just be a normal calculator. I'm beginning to think this game might be clever. Write handwritten notes. You were, as expected, clever like the mouse who finds the fresh carrot among moldy cheese. Alright, I think we need to get dicey to play this. Forgive the strange welcome with a locked gate and a black dog. We have to be sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey 116 years back in time is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Buona fortuna, Rinzo Nero. It is Squeakos, and also apparently we're a mouse. It's got mice, it's got owls. What more could you need? Oh geez, that's very red. Ah, okay, so it just tells Quiz Club, question mark? Okay. So... we have 116 years back in time. So... 1948? Oh wait, 1949. Excuse me. This... was it 1948? Was I do wish you could do this both ways. No. Alright. Just to make sure that I'm not being an idiot. So 1962... 1963 minus 116. $18.47. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be using that calculator for a lot of stupid things because when I try to do math in my head, I often just like get something one off or something and screw it up. Okay. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I love math puzzles. So, 2014. So... that plus... so that would get me... 2003... plus 11. I mean, the vibes are immaculate. I'm very intrigued by what's going on. And yes, math is going to be my nemesis. You all are just going to have to live with me being a dumbass. Okay, so we've got a shortcut I can open. The cats are being very friendly with each other right now. Dog. Aw, you can pet the dog. Hi, Rudy. That is sarcasm. They are not being friendly. Voltage shortcut 16. Okay. So the answer is not just the number. Okay, interesting that it drifts. Oh. Love that for you, Tormod. But welcome in anyway. You haven't missed a ton. You missed tampon lore, and I guess I did get to pet Rudy here. I'll pet Rudy for you. Oh, there are multiple dog petting animations. Also, I'm picking up American dollars. Alright. Gonna write this down. I mean, you know, especially given the description of that one, the redeem is permitting it for those with the points to pay. So this is artist and creator statues. Sounds good, Tormod. What's for dinner? And then we've got magician. And dreamer statues. But yeah, basically, for those of you just joining us, we basically opened our car, found out it was made of plastic, read the game manual, which was a bit ominous. I never had the debt counter in the full screen layout. There just wasn't really room for it. And that people might point a revolver at me and ask me a question. If I answer it wrong, I die. Also, it was possibly implied that I might be finding actual, like, save files through the course of the game, because there are, like, data disks that you can load that the game tells you to save before loading. It's true. I legitimately don't know how big the debt is at this point. We'll find out on Sunday. Because, spoiler alert, Sunday is going to be entirely a shuffler stream. Oh, this kind of looked like it was going to be a crawl space. Also, I'm noticing that there's a really weird, like... At first I wasn't sure what the wavy texture was, but in some screens you can tell it's like an overlay of the hotel. Also, there's a lever up there, and a ladder, which presumably I can't get to at the moment. Okay, yeah. I suppose I fucked around long enough. I should probably actually go in the front door. So where was that guy in the garden? Yeah, this game feels incredibly Resident Evil. It also feels incredibly Suda51 to me. Also, the guy who I saw on the security camera was dressed kind of like this magician statue. I don't know if that's relevant. Oh, I see. Like, that's the thing. I don't even know if I'm Lorelei. There sure is. Mr. Bob Hamburger. I hope that's just him insulting him for being an American. Oh, geez. Okay, lost pages. We're missed now. Last seen in my typewriter, January 13th. The content has cosmic, personal... Okay. He was talking about a screenplay for the Cosmos earlier, so this is probably our director guy who's been corresponding with us. All 9 of them. Room 1963. Many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the construction of Hotel Letzisyar, Hotel Last Year. Guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the 2nd floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss, as well as our standing showing of Renate Schwarzwald Himmelskorper paintings. Huh. Have you taken the challenge of knowledge and are ready to step out into a world of true art? Are you the foretold Nosens Moulier? We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it all in the Red Gallery on the 2nd floor. Okay. Hey, ghost tours. Nightly ghost tour. It's exclusive to our bravest guests. His old building is home to a wide variety of experience, good and bad, most famously the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Please observe that pre-registration is required and that children are only allowed in the company of an adult. The mystery of magic and fortune-telling has been synonymous with Hotel Letzisyar. Our guests can meet with the local mystic or enjoy his mysterious magic show, but be aware, he always has a trick up his sleeve. I'm assuming that's the caravan outside? Proud home to Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survival skills to the test. Didn't they mention the hallways of wisdom? Okay, no, the challenge of knowledge, sure. Alright, does the music change anything about this? No. Wow. Why would you read that? Hey, caffeine. Oh, I'm going to assume I need a cup or something. The etymologist's dream, huh? Alright. I don't think I have any numbers that are useful for that. Hey, we gotcha machining? No, I'm not gotcha machining yet. Oh. I guess that was a bathroom. Oh, I see. WC. Why did you give me the choice to lock my car or not? Why are you giving me the choice to wash my hands or not? What does this mean? I'm paranoid now. Okay, I mean... I see what we're doing here, I just don't know what to do with it yet. Because this is pretty clearly one of those, like, you know, follow a route from the top down to the bottom, but you have to rearrange it, and I really hope there's an interface to do that in the game and that I'm not expected to, like, pull out paint or something. Hey, an American dollar. Hey, Anisep, likewise. It was great to meet up with all y'all and, catch up or meet for the first time. Okay. So, I mean... don't like this. Okay. Why are you making me do so much math? Like, this is just an SAT question. Because, so the point of this is that since it's symmetric, can you see my mouse? No. Oh, right, because it's not showing it. So, this is symmetric, so the point of this is that there is that extra block on the other side of the tower on the top left. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah. So it's 3 blocks. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've got 13 times 15. Yep, 195. I'm not sure what this one is trying to tell me. Because these all look the same to me. Because, like, I don't know... Yeah, I guess I'm just not sure what these are supposed to be, used for. So maybe I'll find something later. Because my initial thought was that it would, tie into this, but I don't think so anymore. We've done this again. Yeah, very interesting that they're referring to all of this as memory recovered, too, which implies this isn't the first time we've seen any of this. A terrible animal. Like me. There's magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I have never seen since. He was good with tricks. Little Gino, El Bruto, a horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. The occult always had a hold on Nero. From his scrapbooks, and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such, we can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Piccini, editor of The Etymologist's Dream, which I did see a lithograph about earlier, that he did not need to see the finished cut. He had already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble, and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Yet he would contradictively, as often contradictively as often claimed that money stifled creativity, calling it a red man-eating beast. Whenever he had won big, he would buy a new black suit and gladly spend money on diffuse creative endeavors which were often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter since there were no anti-cat shelters to be found. Wow. Several friends and acquaintances have told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in the historical spectacles created in Cineterzo. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there is a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribblings and work. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether, Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Cineterzo is rarely spoken of, but he spoke of it briefly, and admittedly vaguely, in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV's Lars Halland. I have heard the whispers in the stomach of the behemoth Cineterzo, the old vanguard, survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy. I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation. Yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A Dog Like All Other Dogs is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany, and Automobile is constantly screened at cult movie festivals. His work has found an audience, but Un Animale Terrible definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. Nero had crossed the line between eccentric and madman, and the distributor abandoned the film after its initial premiere. Wow. The first and only cinema sostenuto. Okay, this is just going to... Alright, I thought the puzzles would make me look like a fool, but it's actually going to be the pronunciations. Project was a Trojan horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero could create a cheap Gothic horror film, which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it is unlikely they would have given him a cent. An early draft of the proposal suggested, hopefully jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. He had a great interest in technique, and his friend Kai Agatz remembers their visit to the Electronic Art Symposium well. He calls the whole expedition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Weiss's parodic computer, which failed at every task given. It aligned well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans, while still being inept at everything, since they were built by morons. He called Weiss a woman with laser eyes, and said that he already knew they would soon work together. Okay, so we are probably Lorelei Weiss. I don't want to read books about numbers. Alright, well, this is going to open a shortcut. Each puzzle can always be answered with a number between 0 and 99 and are all sure to challenge your gray cells. I hope this book will both entertain and train your intellect. Ah, this is going to map to the various shortcuts because they're numbered in all 2-digit codes. Dr. S.C. Bolton, born 1949, has written over 200 puzzle books and... Ugh. Okay, I mean, that one should be fairly simple, assuming that these are correct dice. They appear to be. Let's go to 16, because... Okay. So, I mean, this one's pretty simple. The black bars are just obscuring some of the lines in the digits. Although, love the ambiguity between 5 and 8. That's great for me. So, I mean, that could be 7. Yeah, same egrets. So, what number on a digital clock only has one line down the middle? Four. So that's probably 74. Let's try it. Alright, why is that underlined? Yep, I know how Roman numerals work. A strobogrammatic number is a rotationally symmetric ambigram. When written with most standard characters, a strobogrammatic number can be rotated 180 degrees and appear the same. Numbers like 8, 11, 69, and so on are all examples of strobogrammatic numbers. The most recent strobogrammatic years were 1881 and 1961, and the next is as far away as 6009. Okay. Nice. So... yeah. I'm going to assume that that's 74 and try that. Alright, lady, we need to get you some caffeine. Right, this is a... hell yeah. I'm a genius. Oh, right. Is this a shortcut? Yeah. Okay, so these are all going to just be relevant for various puzzles later. Oh yeah, no, there's going to be plenty of oh no moments. I assume as soon as I get a revolver pointed at me, I'm dead meat. A cursed hunger for gold. Interesting that they're differentiating between Memento Mori and Memento Mortem. You know, most pieces of media don't do that. Guy Fieri cannot be undone. Oh, absolutely, egrets. Like, there were discussions happening a little bit about fixed camera angles and like tank controls earlier, and like I don't know. I think tank controls and fixed camera angles are tools in a toolbox that have distinct uses. People who complain about them, I don't know. I mean, they can definitely be used badly, but they can also be used really well. Which, this game does not have tank controls, but also isn't the kind of game where I think it would really benefit from that, since it's not requiring you to go quickly between these fixed camera screens, unless, I don't know, maybe eventually I'll be running from something, who knows. Also, earlier we were asking about mapping. We have cartography book here. So, you know, hey, money. Yeah, I played through Croc for the PS1 recently. That game should not have had tank controls. There are definitely games where it works on, though. Oh, come on, camera, please. Oh, God. Oh. Camera, please. What are you doing? Brute force, let's go. Unless it's an order thing. I will stop brute forcing. Alright, we got moon phases. Wait, that has Roman numerals on it. MDCCC XLVII. Camera, what the fuck? I'm not moving. I love this for me. Oh, but there's also... Is that what the paint was there to show me? That I could get a buck? Okay. So we have MDCCCXLVII. Oh, they just tell you. That's cute. Because I thought I had seen that one. So, 1847. Okay, yeah, none of these are... So that must be over there on the left. So... Read book 1847. Right? I mean, with a game with as much cognitive overload as this, I do kind of appreciate them throwing you a bone here and there. Oh god, where am I? Upside down automobile. Ah, I see what we're doing here. Did it say when Automobile came out? There we go. No, it just mentioned it. Because my guess is that since they were talking about numbers you can flip, I'm going to guess I need to know the year that Automobile came out or something and flip it upside down to get the number, the combination to this. Oh, hey, dollar. Document tube. Yeah. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of the math stuff going on. Like, I can absolutely do the math, but, like, trying to do it in my head, especially while doing all of this other stuff, just means I'm going to make a stupid error somewhere and get something off. Like I did with that year. So I'm thankful that they give you a calculator. Okay. Okay, so we've got a dog like all other dogs. And Ace of Hearts. Okay, so it's going to be the last two digits in the release year of both of these two movies. Yeah, this doesn't actually give me any of the dates, though. Oh, wait, was that something? Large wooden object. Okay. Does that imply I can do something over here? Does not appear to be the case. Oh, there's a key up there. Ah, I wrapped around. Got it. Yeah, once again, I need to know these things in order to make use of this. Hell yeah, Piz. Hey, $1. Okay, another one of these. And another shortcut. Right. So... could that be... is it 1847 that I need to put in here? I don't see what that has to do with the astronomy part of it. Okay. That's not how I expected this to work. We're doing something. Okay. So what this is actually doing... So... I'm going to assume this is some sort of 4-digit combination I need. But the astrological symbols are probably relevant, because that's what we're pointing at. But then we also have the Roman numerals on the faces. Yeah, none of that is useful. Because, yeah, this is the west door, which means this might be relevant. Haven't found any Latin. Yeah, I mean, all of these are pretty clearly mapped to the shortcut doors. Oh, these might... could these be numbers instead of the... Wait, okay. Nocens mulier. I'm going to assume that's not Latin. But... no. Okay, at least not any of these words. definitely a thing back there, but it won't let me get there. Yeah, because, like, all of these movies are mapping to numbers in some fashion. Because we're definitely doing plus, and it's ordering digits and that sort of thing. Which I assume has to be like a release year, but I don't think I have anything that tells me that. Heh. Mouse president. Yeah, that serial number has to be relevant. So unfortunately, I think I've been everywhere I can, which means that I'm supposed to solve a puzzle right about now. This is a problem for me. So we're gonna pet the dog about it. Nah, I gotcha, hero. Oh, is that what the problem... God damn it. Do I need to go get my other controller? Can I adjust the sensitivity? Oh, you can't change shit. Okay. Yeah, so... Yep, just a little bit of stick drift that normally isn't a big deal, but apparently this game is very sensitive about it. Hey, Rizlar. Yep. This is a completely first-time play. I didn't really know anything about the game going in. Okay, so there's definitely... I'll be right back real quick. It's been about an hour and a half anyway. I'll just take a quick short break and I'll go grab my other controller. I am enjoying it. This game has the vibes. But yeah, if the stick drift is going to be an issue, I'm going to go grab my other one. Be right back.
Truth against the bravest.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. There we go. No more stick drift. Okay, so there was a dude there, but now there's a hat. Is that relevant to anything? Ah, here we go. Oh, so I'm not taking this? I guess I can go check out the caravan again. Okay. So no. I think this one was a shortcut. Yeah. I want back there. Alright, fine. I'll put $1 in the gotcha machine. Bears! Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely feeling nostalgic now. Weird, right? Okay, do I have... Okay, so... No, I still only have 3 of those. Yeah, nothing particularly interesting here. Already used that. Used that. This This seems like the most likely place to have a clue that I'm missing. Because, like, it mentions the movies that I'm seeing the posters for. Hell yeah, enjoy your sushi. Because, like... I am. I'm a little worried at the fact that I feel like there's a puzzle I need to solve, and I'm not sure how to solve it at the moment, but, you know, still poking at stuff. Because, like, I could definitely rearrange this. I'm a little worried about, like, maybe having to stream Paint or something to rearrange this, but... Because, yeah. Like, I absolutely cannot shuffle this in my head. But also, I haven't seen anything really related to magic other than that calling card. And, like, there is this. Oh, Andre Plan. Okay. That was one of the scrolls, I think. I think that was the one upstairs. Because, yeah, I definitely know I need to check out one of those books, but it's on the other side and I don't know how to get over there. I don't know. Are we bird tubing? I don't need to be weighed at the moment. Probably. Ah, oh yes, these tubes. Because also there's this key. Which I can't interact with. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did come down here. Right. Okay, Andre Plan. So, there was one number that came up when I was looking at this. So when I did this little puzzle thing here, I noticed that 195 is one of these. Okay. These are individual puzzles like the number puzzles. Okay, so Andre Plan would be 195. Okay, I get it now. Ah, okay. Oh no, don't put me in the tube. Okay, yeah, because there's this thing that I need to put a thing in. Also, this is probably important that this is 75, because that's probably used for one of the other ones. Yeah, real talk, if I ever figure out how to make redeems for Vignon, though, I'm probably going to try and figure out how to make a tube. Which probably means learning Blender, which is not something I ever wanted to learn how to do, to be perfectly honest. Oh, I guess you can't see it behind me, but yes, this right here goes to 75. Alright. So SC means shortcut. Wait, did it? Oh! I didn't notice this was interactable. Okay, that makes a lot more... How do I... Oh. Interest? Okay, that's how it works. Memory changed. Interesting. Well, that's worrisome to hear, Tormod. Okay. Now at least I have some strings to pull on. Because, yeah, like, I know what I'm supposed to do with these. I just don't have the tools I need to work with them yet, I don't think. Wait, did I go up here? I also didn't come up here. Okay. Whoops, missed that one. Alright, suddenly a lot of avenues have opened to me. Okay, so... Kiel Are? Kel? I'm not actually sure how you pronounce that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. So... Is this a seek the discrepancy? Is that what I'm doing here? Yes, that's what I'm doing here. Okay. So it can't be the 51 because that doesn't have enough windows on the top left. Can't be 195. I think it has to be 150. What's the difference between 150 and 330? What is the difference between 150 and 330? Oh, the little pointy bits. Okay. So yeah, it's 150 plus, and it's symmetrical. So I think it's 150 and 400. So 550. Did I screw up? So, no pointy bit, 3 windows down there, 2 windows and a pointy bit, 2 windows up top, 2 windows on bottom. Half of the semicircle, half of the door, 1 window. So I think 150 is correct. What did I mess up with 400 then? Because pointy thing, not pointy thing. 3 windows. Window there. Why is it not 550? And that's... yeah. Well, I guess there is a difference here because there are pointy bits on everything down here. But I would assume they're not being that mean. Especially since this is the one right next to the thing. Yeah, that was something I was wondering about, Tormod. I don't know, maybe the fancy shit's in the right half. Okay, so yeah, there's none that have a pointy thing on the right. Oh, is it height? It's height. Yeah, because 400, the tower on the right is too tall. Okay, so it's 500, so it's 650. Okay, got it. There we go. Now, why the shorter one was more expensive, I don't know, but who knows. So we've got the cellar map. Gaming room? Got a room for gamers? Right? No chains can hold Lorenzo the Great. No legs. This looks like the second to the bottom. That looks right? Question mark? Yeah. I wonder if it'll save it if you do it wrong. Or if it'll let me go back and fuck with it now. It will. Okay, it does. Interesting. So, one, that is not a confirmation that I got it right. And two, it's possible that I'll need to fuck with it in some way that isn't correcting the picture at some point in the future. Also, I was just thinking, reminders that I have a spoiler chat in my Discord, so if y'all want to go in there and pop off, feel free. I don't go in there and will not see it. Okay, I wondered about that. Now my temperature is being regulated better. That. Surely. Surely this will do something. Also, fops. Okay, am I gonna get a cup at some point? Let me open the shortcuts. Okay. I think that looks right. Money. Lorenzo's Vermilion Tears. Cure the blind. Heal the sick. Well, you know, just in case you were thinking he wasn't a charlatan. Okay, yeah, it is like this. Or is it? There we go. Okay, it's split. That looks right. That is all the posters, right? Yeah. Good thing I sure know what to do with all of this. got another tube. Trediev Wojnik. Stop. Okay. So, of note, North is not up here. Any hidden costs? Oh. 714. I see. New map. Oh, new map with useful information. Well, yeah, I'm an owl. If I'm good at anything, it's rotating my head. Okay, so I was thinking that the maps were just going to be, like, you know, useful but not important, but this is implying to me that they're important. Okay, it looks like there might be another one of those statues over here, so that might be a recurring object. Come on. Hey! Good. I was expecting extra puzzle bullshit on top of that. Three, Nate. 3 and 1. Okay. Input case-sensitive code to request bug report 2. Okay. Let me just write all this down. 3NATE. Okay. Interesting. So there's a little bit of a pattern here because there's three and then 4 letters, 3 and then N1. Then there's 2, 3 and 3 letters, then 2, 3 and 1. It's that 3 and 1 repeating that's making me think something's there. But also not anything I can think of that seems useful. Wait. Oh. Yeah, Renate is the other guy. Right. So we have... So 3 Nate... Ah, okay. So 3 is RE. Because... Am I going to have to figure out a fucking way to telestrate or something here? So... We have 3 NATE and then 3N1. So, and Renate is a person's name, which would imply that 3 is RE, especially since 2, 3 LEI would be LO RE LEI. So 2 is LO. And Renzo 3N1, so 1 is ZO. So then we have Lorenzo with 2, 3N1. Okay. Which... So that's Renate. That's Renzo. That's Lorelei. And that's Lorenzo. Which, that also tracks because Lorenzo is the magician guy and he has the top hat. You know, I'm just gonna write that bit down here. Ah.
But you have no eggs.
Thanks for the sub, Gren. And also for the good luck. Right? That's definitely how this is feeling. There's definitely some occult research shit going on. Okay. So... I don't know if that helps me solve this. Like... Oh, that's K. Okay. So there's no numbers. Wait, 2? So that could be Renzo, because that's the order they were in. Let's try it. No. Yeah, it's... I can definitely tell the sound design of this game is going to stick with me. Okay. Well, I have that. I'm going to leave this for now because I'm just kind of under the assumption that I'll need more info. So, they did imply that there are hidden passages in places. Highest floor is used to grand windows. Many hallways. I'll tell you on the center of the floor, accentuates the height. Stairs and southwest hallway. The small loft. The mezzanine of the foyer. Yeah, I've solved a lot of puzzles, but I don't know if any of these really feel like they've unlocked anything. Because, like, I have the... magician posters ready now. But... I don't really know what to do with that. I guess I can save. Yeah, like... Wait, do the posters themselves tell you the year? I'm just assuming it's a year because a lot of the puzzles thus far have been, and that's a convenient 4-digit code. But I haven't seen anything that... So, exhibition opening 2014. Like, I'm guessing that's tied to the 2014 door. Like, opening the exhibit is opening 2014, not a year when the exhibit is opening. Just because that seems like the kind of wordplay they would do. I don't think I have anything... Oh, I don't have the map for this yet. Camera, please stop. Also, sorry that most of my commentary thus far has just been kind of stringboard mumbling. I guess that just kind of comes with the territory for this. Yeah, I read all of these. Yeah, read all of these. Read that. I guess I could... No, none of these go high enough because there wasn't like a 2014 book. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about moon phases. And my only guess about this one, because I did check all of the books here, so I think this is just alerting me that there's money there. Yeah, how do I get over there? Because there was this... something in the way. Which is just like a giant Bible or something? So we have a dog like all other dogs and Ace of Hearts. open this one? No. First etage. Maybe this will reveal something. I mean, is the puzzle here that it's upside down? Is that instead of 81 by 9, it is 18 by 6? We can try it. Alright, it was just that simple. Camera, what are we doing here? Okay. Hey, a music room. Secret chapel. Okay. I'm going to assume that's what the giant Bible is between me and. So, the posters. Do these link up to each other in any way? So, does one of them go all 4 off the bottom? No. I kind of wish I could flip through these a little bit more easily. I mean, if I mirror that, it could be 411. Like, I'm not seeing a number in this one, though. Yeah, I don't know what that would map to. Yeah, and clearly the poster itself isn't the important bit. Oh. G-Man? I don't like that you look like you're covered in blood, sir. I'm working on it. As you can see, raindrops fall on man and hedgehog alike. How do I call you? Yeah, I got that. Okay. Hey, numbers. Oh god, a lot of numbers. Why are there so many phone... Please stop. Oh no. That's too many phone numbers. Hell yeah, rotary phones. Wise words. Canaries need their milk. He kind of reminds me of how Ahti speaks in Alan Wake, in Control in Alan Wake. $1. Okay, 1963 is kind of our attention to Mr. Nero's contract to work on his project. We're ready to let you know that we are not involved in any capacity with Mr. Nero nor any of his projects as of late last year. Anyone choosing to still associate with Mr. Nero after receiving this letter will be regarded as complicit in Mr. Nero's game. Furthermore, my personal advice for your own safety is to not engage with Mr. Nero, as has been proven time after time that his behavior is erratic, perhaps even dangerous. Sincerely, Robert Sidney. Alright. Oh. Ah, I see what we're doing here. There we go. Wait, that. There we go. Hooray, my first actual item. I mean, that's kind of like the calling card. Okay, so it did... Interesting. This splatter of paint here is concerning. Found in the key cabinet behind the reception counter. The head has an embossing which reads 2014 on one side, and on the other side a small symbol of what looks like two hands and a sphere. Over the words Schöner Tag is embossed. It's shiny, and the cuts of the blade are sharp. It's much heavier than it looks. The condition design indicates a recent production. The key's weight can presumably be attributed to its interior, which must be made of a material of great weight, a design characteristic used to emphasize importance. The tiny emblem on the head could be interpreted to mean many things. In several cultures, two hands symbolizes protection. Okay, so I'm going to guess that when I open room 2014, it's going to also open that. Oh, hello. I thought this was my room? Ah! Hey, it's the laser eyes. Young woman, before I go, please help me see. Piece at Electronic Art Symposium. Photo collages. Cafe. Aunt, mother, father. Sculpture project. Telex name. Delphine's band. Ah. Okay, I love this interface. You know that would have been good. Alright. I suppose I should write this down because I don't think this gets saved. Let's make sure it didn't get saved before I spend a bunch of time writing. Well, I suppose it makes sense because that wasn't something I was looking at. I have a photographic memory, not a perfect memory. Piece... Come on, don't fail me now, pen. Piece at Electronic Art Yep. Sorry, my model is almost certainly going to fuck up here while I do this. Symposium. Well, I may need to go find another pen. Oh. Did I... Cafe, photo exhibition... sister and father. Pitoef's band. Name in telex. Yuna's project. Okay. Suffers from blank and blank. The latter is believed to be a symptom of early stages of blank. It is likely that Mrs. Blank condition is blank. Lady Miss Blank has been receptive to verbal communication. Nurses have seen noticeable reactions when mentioning things such as family members, friends, places she has visited, or things related to her work. As believed this verbal stimuli is beneficial for Mrs. Blank, the care team intends to find more information about Mrs. Blank. Visitors will be encouraged to communicate with Mrs. Blank using any verbal stimuli the care team finds advisable. Hey, Jeffy. Yeah, things are going. I'm making progress. They're certainly very interesting. So I've been working under the assumption that I'm Lorelei Weiss, but maybe this is Lorelei, because he did mention that she had laser eyes. Oh, come on, model. Camera, what are you doing? That's what I meant. Just stop. It's true. I'm wearing sunglasses, so we truly don't know if I have laser eyes or not. I almost dropped my controller. Alright, I'm gonna try something here real quick. I think maybe the fact that I got up a couple times has messed with it. Let's give it one of these. Alright. I can say with some confidence that I don't have laser eyes. Alright, well that didn't fix anything. Bleh. I mean, what happens if I just say eyes? Okay. I don't know, it seems relevant right now. Maybe it's time to be a little rude. Okay, so we have Loffe T. Vinden. Okay. So I guess I'm trying to fill this in the least amount of money possible using these blocks, but each block only once. This is some Professor Layton shit. At least they can't rotate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4 tall and 5 wide. I mean, that 130 is looking pretty tempting. But I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing that can fit under it without rotating, so it can't be that. 315 also can't go anywhere because without rotation, I can't put anything underneath the lip there. I mean, I think 650 would work. 110 plus 540. But I don't know if that's optimal. So 210 and 55 would fill in that right side. So that would be 265, 375. So that's going to be, I think it's 375. Nope, I'm an idiot. Let's see. Would that not have worked? Man, I really wish I had access to some sort of pointing mechanism in the game. Because I was thinking 210 on the right side there. And then 115 nestled into it would cover... Or 210 and 55 would cover that... the right three columns, and then 110 would cover the others, but... does that not work? How does that... Did I put 375 in? I did. Because, I mean, 130, once again, would fit that, but there's nothing that could go underneath it. Oh, of course 210-55 doesn't work, right. Because they're both as tall as each other. So, actually, 210 and 425 plus 110 would get us there, which is more expensive than 110 plus 540, but 540 might actually be too long. It's kind of hard to tell. No. So is it just 650? Let's try that. Camera, please. No. I'm awful at this kind of thing. If I could, like, cut them out and just, like, fiddle with them physically, I'd be fine. So, actually, 50... Oh, it's 55, 425, and 110. Okay. So, 480, 590. Let's try that. There we go. Oh, hey, I got an achievement. That means I got all of these, I assume. And here's where we get the years for all of the posters. Hey, dollar. The irresponsible Lieutenant Resnick serves as a distant outpost during World War I. Out of boredom, he cuts out his eyes to get sympathy from his commanding officer. Alright, man, I've done a lot of shit because I was bored, but come on. Whom he later seduces. A strange and dangerous love affair plays out while the war creeps ever closer. Gambler Roberto loses a bet to the one-eyed radical Lori. To cancel his debt, she wants him to infiltrate the military-industrial complex. Alright. When Roberto inadvertently causes an international diplomatic crisis during a game of cards, Lori decides that nuclear war is unavoidable, and in the name of peace, they form the terror group the Ace of Hearts to speed up the process. Man, these are some wild synopses. I kind of want to watch these. Okay. Oh, is that the ticket, maybe? R, an ordinary librarian, finds the indecipherable book 1,000 years ago in his library. The words within puzzle him, and his research leads him to an underground book club, where he befriends L. She takes him to a fortune teller, and in the crystal they see that R wrote thousands of years ago himself. Ooh. A dog like all other dogs. In post-war Dusseldorf, the homeless Rudy looks for his blind dog Lazarus in the ruined city. Ah, they named the dog after this guy. As Rudy realizes that dogs have more value than him, he transforms himself into a Labrador, only to find himself in a constant fear of being cooked and served in a fancy restaurant. Alright. I mean, cool dog TF, I guess, but... Automobile. 3 women, all named Regina, lose their minds after hearing rock singer Little Leaf on the radio. To symbolize their higher state of consciousness, they change their names to Retina, and as they learn that Little Leaf is to perform in Helsinki, they steal a sports car and embark on a violent quest to find the man of their dreams. As Ronaldo is left by his wife and children, he cuts out the eyes of the family cat Lucia in a fit of revengeful rage. When insects start to devour the still-living cat, it turns from white to black, and Ronaldo starts to keep a journal about its decay using macro photography. Alright, I see why this guy isn't getting his movies bankrolled. The fuck? I know he said he didn't like cats, but holy shit. Okay, so no information on the third eye. Interesting. Cinema does not need people to exist. A piece of art exists in itself and for itself. All art can and should not be for mankind. We must make special cinemas for showing movies that transcend the human experience and shift the perspective from the viewer. Such a cinema has no need for chairs or popcorn, and has no room or need for people at all. A projectionist starts the film and is given ample time to vacate before the credits. Then the show begins. No chatter, no commercials, no inane questions about the plot. Pure cinema, untarnished by greedy eyes. The back of the card has swirly red letters which read Club Rouge Monte Carlo. It has a small circular brown stain. In rural parts of southern Europe, it is believed that using playing cards as coasters could cure all kinds of spiritual ailments. However, the size of the stain hints at it being from an espresso cup, which indicates an urban origin. It is possible that the card was a position of a highly superstitious metropolitan. Yeah, this, It was good, but don't involve me in your movies. I mean, okay, that would have been a dumb riddle. Also implying... So, there was some talk earlier about, like, time stuff, and we're talking about, like, a journey through history, and also that one poster about the one movie with had the synopsis of the person doing the movie themselves or whatever. It's also implied that you're Lorelei, and that lady is old but has laser eyes. So it's possible there's time shit going on here. Or at least he set things up to look that way. Okay. Hey, I was right. Also, weird ghost. And glitchiness. In Nome, we are invited to see the thoughts of a person as they are formed. 9 slates, some containing letters, forming a seemingly nonsensical word, seem to grow as ideas on the subject's forehead. The piece is cryptic, even maze-like, and ultimately lets us use our imagination to project our own ideas onto its slates. I mean, we have Renzo. So, top, bottom left, bottom middle. Okay. Oh no. This is a lot of puzzle boxes. In Verschlossene Erinnerungen, the artist invites us to participate, play, and ponder. At a glance and first touch, these boxes appear nonsensical and unopenable. At closer inspection, patterns appear, forming meaning and order, and the participant can start to sense that this piece is only part of a greater puzzle with solutions elsewhere, perhaps even elsewhen. Alright. More implications that there's time shit happening. Oh! Didn't one of these have... You know, was that? Okay, no. I thought I saw that symbol on one of these, but I didn't. I mean, like, legitimately, like, a physical puzzle box would be a lot of fun, I think. Just a very nice, tangible object. I remember back in the days of co-host, I think it was Blackle, made ridiculous CSS crime puzzle boxes. Like, entire interactable puzzle boxes made entirely out of CSS. So they all seem to have 4 buttons you press. That we know of. Oh, that's really cool, Egrets. Yeah, I didn't know about the hack space. Having mostly used her talents and training in traditional paintings for landscapes and portraits, Schwarzwald's motifs became more and more minimal, sometimes even simple, by the end of her life. Her later work would often include mystic symbols, some not deciphered to this day. Alright, yeah. These are all what I would expect from these symbols. So, this was Lorelei Weiss. Let's go ask Laser Eye Lady about Nome. Okay. I definitely love glitchy red ghosts. Also interesting that this is an L drive. Alright, shortcut 6. Alright, give me your bullshit number puzzle. Oh, okay, this one shouldn't be too bad. So... do I have a D6 around? This is yet another instance of this would be so much easier if I had a physical object to rotate. Do I seriously... none of the dice I have here are D6s. So, let's see. They all add up to 7. My giant bag of D6s is in the other room. I do actually have a giant bag of D6s. Or actually, do I... Where did that go? I have all my magic shit down here, but where did my queue of dice go? Anyway, I guess I'll do this the hard way. So... Okay, so Y is 1. X is 2. Z is 5. So 8. I have a very hard time with it. The only reason I was able to do that was because of the context of the other dice. Anything more complicated than that, and I would have no chance. Because I guess I can bring it back up again. So the only reason I was able to do this was because I wasn't so much rotating them in my head as just comparing the faces on the dice next to each other. So, like, I was able to figure out X because I noticed that the 4 was one space over to the right, which means that the 5 was on the opposite side, and because of the die trick of the faces adding up to 7... That's the only reason I was able to do it. I wasn't actually doing any rotation in my head. It was very funny during some of that standardized testing that you were talking about before, where they're like making you do the like random genius puzzle shit. I got excellent scores on pretty much all of it, except for the one where they were like, here's various geometric shapes that are unfolded. What do they look like when you fold them up? Bombed it. Absolutely destroyed. Oh, interesting. Those are numbers. So... Yeah, I never had to do it as an adult. Mine was all, like, grade school shit. So... I hate this. So I think it's top, middle, left... Top, middle, left, middle, top, left? Bottom right... Same, egrets. So, 1, 2, question mark? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, question mark? 8 in the middle, maybe? I mean, is this 0 indexed? Oh no, it's 4. Oh, right. It's that number. So 1847, got it. I'm glad that the one big Roman numeral number is the one that keeps coming back. So... Oh, is that not it? MDCCCXLVII. Okay, so yeah, 1847. Did I just read it wrong? Oh, is that one on the left 8? Yeah, okay, it's... I got it wrong here. Oop. Scratch that. So we have 3... From top left to top right, I think it's 3, 1, 6... Then 8, 9, 5... 274. I'm gonna guess that's it. And so we have 1847, assuming that's the case. Hey, there we go. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised given how much they talked about how he likes removing people's eyes. Well, I mean, hopefully eggs aren't your dump stat. Eggs are too important for that. Okay. But that's 5 of them, so that's not that. Although it's a similar pattern. Oh. Wait. Why is this... Why are these called boxes? Weird. So... I'm assuming the 1847 next to this is relevant, and I have seen these shapes elsewhere, like on that puzzle box. So I wonder if these don't map to numbers in a way that I'll eventually find out. But as of right now, I don't think I can solve this. Wait, no. Oh my god. Oh, this is fucking rotation again. I hate this. Okay, so, and you can see which way they'll go based on the holes and the pins. Oh god, this is awful. Okay, so... I think that's one... That? Sure. That kind of looks like a 4. Okay. Yeah, you do definitely learn something about a way a person thinks by watching them try to do this shit. Hey, it's a cute little doll thing. Alright, now we're getting into some real puzzle game bullshit. My inventory is getting so full. So more statue forehead bullshit. Let's take a look at some of this. In media, such as video games, crank tend to go missing or are concealed in mysterious manners, and are often part of item-related puzzles. Since crank rarely appear by themselves like this in reality, is extremely valuable and could likely be sold for thousands of dollars to video game aficionados. Alright, game, well played. Am I putting the crank in the horse head? No. We're not cranking the horse yet today. Free key? Oh, the E key. This is Breath of Fire 1 now. I probably shouldn't use this right now, because that could cause problems. Cast from iron. Hanging objects on different things is a communication system associated with secret societies. The system, which may also be linked to organized crime, is complex and involves many factors. To know the exact meaning requires extensive knowledge of both the sender and the recipient, but hanging something from a tree or plant usually involves knowledge or wisdom, while a key often relates to the past. Okay, because there was that note about the path of wisdom. Hanging a key from a tree could thus mean, I know of your past, the past is the way to wisdom, or similar. Sometimes details of the item itself can hint at a message too, and in this case it is safe to assume that the E means the key unlocks the eastern part of a house. Alright. Found on the ground near the dead body in the backyard, blah blah blah. This type of key is known as a puzzle key. It was invented and popularized in the mid-1800s with the idea of a group of people each owning a part of the key. This would force the group to come together to unlock the door. They remain immensely popular among collectors. As this particular puzzle key can be linked to a dead body, its value has likely increased. Why do I keep getting information about how much this shit is worth? When assembled, puzzle keys often reveal a hint in their imagery. In this case, it is reasonable to assume that the key leads to a room that correlates to the number depicted when assembled. Yeah, these descriptions are very, very good. You know, you're right. It does kind of share some of the, like, the snarkiness of that. Okay, so north is 4. Oh, wait, no, that is... West is 4. North would be 1. Well, let me write this down. Why do I keep doing that? W equals 4. N equals 1, which is 4 divided by 4, in case I fuck that up. South equals east minus north. And east is west plus west. So east is 8. And south is 8 minus 1, so 7. And that plaque is 1847. So that would be northeast, southwest. Yes. What? Did I fuck up? $1,840. Oh. Northeast, west, south. Okay, I just misread my notes. Yeah, I got it. I do appreciate it, Reslar, but please do try to keep puzzle helping to a minimum. Meteorites from Tertius Oculus are still found on Earth to this day. Hey, it's more eyes. In Rubrum Astronomica, Lucius writes, when the third eye passes us by, the world belongs to creators. It's a time for beauty and chaos. An artist will be crowned king, and he will lead our victory over Mammon. He will create items of great beauty, and for a fleeting moment there will be harmony and chaos. But order will be restored, and nights of the third eye end in blood. Artists will die or surrender to the merchants. Mammon will not be denied, but artifacts of these nights will remain among us. Yep, no worries, Reslar. Yeah, I had noticed it, so, no harm done. Just establishing that. You're good. Okay. So, Mammon, if you do not know your biblical lore, is a demon commonly associated with greed and worldliness in general. So this is pretty obviously more talking about art as opposed to monetization of art. So yeah, this is basically, I think, mostly a hint at what's going on here. Hey, zodiacs, and times associated with them. I'll bet you that's useful for the clock. The Ace of Spades, also known as the Death card or the Spadille, has been a symbol related to war and also asexuality. But in the French tradition of fortune-telling, it would usually mean bad luck or death in one's future. So, fun fact, for those of you who don't know, I am Ace. Also, owls are known as a symbol of death in some cultures. Undetermined on the war part, though. Hey, I got the death card. There's, of course, more to oculomancy than simply reading the reflections in the questioner's eyes. Over the next chapters, we will learn about what an oculomancer can tell about a soul by the shape of their eyes, the color of the iris, and how we can provide spiritual guidance by studying the nuances in a bloodshot eye and the structure of the vessels. Also, you're absolutely right, Tormod. This is very much the Legend of Zelda, the Link to the Past, minigame music. To understand crystallomancy, we must understand that all divinity is therapeutic, not paranormal. Over the years, there have been several scientific studies of the practice, and many come to the same conclusion. Crystal gazing is self-hypnotism. What you see in the crystal could simply be something you have forgotten or repressed. Okay. Given that we're talking about recovering memories, that's probably relevant. 1 is the divine, 9 is death, 6 is life, and 3 is creation. Combining them tells us about the holy powers and visions within each person and how to use them in creativity. This is then the year for creation at all costs, life or death. To those willing to see it, 1963 is a year of finality and new beginnings. Also, those are the interpretations of, well, 2 of those are the interpretations of 2 of the cards we have, so that's almost certainly going to be relevant later. And also even more evidence about the whole Mammon thing and the very brief moment of artistic transcendence. He obviously believes that this is the year that that's relevant. It is believed that the Babylonians were the first to divide the moon phase cycles in 4, which became what we today know as a week. They also developed a horoscope by assigning them the 7 classical planets: Moon, Monday, Mars, Tuesday, blah blah blah. Okay, that'll be relevant for a puzzle. Aha! And this is going to be for that moon phase locked book up there. Because the book was labeled 1847. Okay. keys. This is a really cool effect. Islands, caves. Your tragic fate leads you to an island far away. Sulawesi. In the cave where this started, thousands of years ago. Do you wish to hear more? Sure. The year is 1982. You will wander the paths of that primordial cave. Ah. I'm in a maze of twisty passages all alike. I don't think I have anything relevant to this, at least not that I can link to this without looking back at it. So sure, I'll go north. Oh, this is really cool. At this point, you will see absolutely nothing. Let's go. So I think that was like 6 or 7 directions. Okay, so these are going to be the 4 horsemen of, well, maybe not. Got arrows, swords, scales, and size. So yeah, I think these are going to be the 4 horsemen. But I've gathered a lot of things that I haven't used, so let's check somewhere else out. Also, holy shit, I've been going for 3 hours and didn't even notice. I need to refill my water. I will take the break that I should have taken an hour ago and go do that. Thanks for hanging out. I think we have another banger on our hands. This game has been great. Anyway, I will be back in a couple minutes once I have my water. See you in a couple minutes. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't stretched in the last 3 hours, I would recommend you do so. There you go, egrets. Anyway, be right back. Thank you for your patience. I can't say the same for Maggie, who was incredibly impatient. I hope if you decide to partake, you all had a nice break as well. Bean isn't actually here at the moment. He is probably somewhere downstairs, napping. Alright, let's do this. Whee! Oh hey, the secret chapel. The cube. Oh. Okay. Well, wait, no. Oh. So, yeah, the one with the scales is famine. So I'm probably going to get cubes that'll let me complete the word. I mean, I don't know what crimes I've committed. I've probably told a lie. I sure love when I confess blasphemy and the priest is like, yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, that's pretty good. Because, yeah, I'm gonna guess... Yeah. Right? What? Where am I gonna get? Where am I getting all these cubes? Yeah, Pestilentia. Oh, well, they're just gonna tell me here. Huh. I wonder if there's any meaning behind $1 being in there. Alright, shortcut 3, math bullshit time. Don't like this. God, fuck this. This is your... So, what they want you to do is fold these so it'll fit into the triangle, and then know what the number is going to be. So, given that I've proven I know exactly what they want me to do, if anyone just knows the answer, feel free to tell me. Because I truly don't think I can do this. Like, maybe if I drew it or something, but... 64, 67. I'll try those, thank you. Got it. I do appreciate that. Like I've said before, that is just something that my brain kind of can't do. I was going to do them in order. Oh, hey, owl painting. And monkey. So I guess this is just like a little shortcut hallway once I access that. Okay, well, I think I have this now. So this one is... I really wish that my camera would, like, work. That would be really nice of it. No, not gonna do it. Okay. Is my chat being ornery? Okay, so Ace of Hearts and a dog like all other dogs. Oh, so it was dog crimes, but not the dog that we thought. Camera, why? I do not understand what is going on here. Ace of Hearts. So 52, 57. Let's try that. Hooray, I was right. Dear brother, I cannot stay here. This is the last you will hear of me. Do not speak my name again. My deeds cannot be forgiven. Lorenzo the Great walked 49 years on this earth under the protection of Santa Lucia. Now he must vanish. I shall be reborn, a nameless vagabond. Valius quam optime, your brother. So... 1896. Or wait, no. 49 years ago, so... Yeah, I guess I could, like, use my laptop or something, but... Oh my god. Wait, is it doing it because... Is it like detecting my headphones or something? I don't know. Okay. So that would be 1798. Oh. I see. Hey, a disc. One of those discs that the game told me to save before using, for some reason. Which was more than a little ominous. Actually, let's check in my inventory before I use it. 3 whole megabytes. Yeah, save files. What the fuck? Is this how we do time travel? I'm gonna save twice. Oh my god. I fucking love this. Oh, okay. Was it... Oh my god. Was it blinking in Morse code or some shit? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 2, 6. Sturdy. Sturdy. Hell yeah, $1 in the ashtray. I mean, $1 in the glove compartment is not surprising. Here we go. Aha! Okay. So... Miracle... Tears... Rune equals O. So, also, that implies you are Lorenzo's sister? I mean, I even skeeved about this on Blue Sky about how I remember when the power outlet thing in cars was specifically a thing for putting a burning hot piece of metal in your car to light cigarettes on, because that was smart. Thank you, Chayla. We needed this. Okay. So that is that 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 that. So that is O. Yeah, you definitely weren't supposed to do it when moving. No, everyone did it while moving. Oh. Oh, right, because I have the 1847 key now. Hey. She's got no eyes. Oh. Every time it flickers, that's... okay. I do not know the truth. I do not know if my earliest memory is mine. I remembered when I was a little girl, my father started the construction of a red maze. I looked for it in our garden, but it was nowhere to be found. I came to accept that the structure did not exist in a natural way. Behind a mask, I secretly watched him work in my dreams. Then one night I heard sobs. My father was crying. His eyes were red. The maze was finished. Inside, he had witnessed something dreadful. My father did not want for me to see it. He shattered his maze into 9 parts and threw them out a window. My father changed. In his eyes, there was no joy to be found. Only fear. I was not allowed outside. Art was my only companion. I was left to play in the worlds I painted. Do you see the same maze as I? Oh. Man of the Maze, guardian of past scripts. Oh! Owl mask, important. What dreadful consequences have led you to the Red Maze? Wandering here is a lonesome destiny. My quest to find the center has lasted for over a century. You have wandered these broken trails a long time, too. Time has come for you to find the center. Perhaps it would finally set us free after all these years. Speak to us at any age, should you wish to return. Every stone ahead with a glass sibling in the mirror. A brother leaves, a sister shatters, each a key to the past. Okay. Right? Oh. We're Baten Kaitos now. Okay, so I can't put arbitrary slabs on arbitrary stales. Okay. So does this actually change the physicality of the maze? Because it doesn't appear to. Cha-ching! Oh, the background is the labyrinth now. Well, time to break shit again. Ha, you see, I don't have to pee because I haven't drank anything yet. I haven't figured out how to get coffee. I don't see any reason not to just break everything. Wait, stairs down, huh? Oh. New vibes just dropped. Oh, these are the... Okay. Oop. Ah. But yeah, Toon, this is getting more Suda 51 feeling as time goes on. cells now roam the black and white hallways. Great! Moments not saved will be... Are there monsters now? Oh. I was expecting to get, like, a prompt to go back or not. Also, wait, this canvas used to have shit on it. Start the music. Let's go. Alright, well, I should probably save. Oh, hey. It's the dolls. Oh, this is that window. Oh! The cubes! I love this toy block. How much of the truth have I discovered? Let's take a look. Is it not here? Oh, right, personal history. That's... Or... one of these? Oh yeah, there it is. 28.7 up there. Huh. I guess I just permanently have flicker vision now?